Yo, what is going on, guys? And today I want to talk about the San Antonio Spurs. And yeah, I believe they could sneak themselves into the playoffs. But what I really want to talk about is how their future is so bright and this team is so much fun to watch. And it's honestly, this team is completely different than any other team of the Greg Popovich era. And we first started to see it during the bubble, and we've seen it really take full force this year. And it's been awesome. And part of that is because of, I believe, it's the lineups that they're running aren't. We're so used to a big man, basically them having basically like two big men. You remember Thiago Splitter and Duncan lineups, and we go back and talk about old school lineups that you could say that they kept for so long and that worked even when they had Kawhi and they won that finals. Now to where they have Jokic Pertl being their starting center, and Gorgie Dang hasn't played much, but I feel like that'll eventually change once they get comfortable and he recovers from whatever injury he does have. And I can't find one thing. I know he's out with injury. Is it COVID protocol? Tell me what it is, why he's been out. But I feel like that'll change. He'll be the backup big man more than Drew Eubanks and Trey Lyles has been playing. But I just love the few. Okay, I want to talk about Devin Vassell, Lonnie Walker, Keldon Johnson, and DeJounte Murray. And we'll throw in Derek White in there. So let's first talk about Devin Vassell and Lonnie Walker and Keldon Johnson. These are three guys who my opinion, I believe that they can play the shooting guard position, small forward position, the power forward position. We've seen Johnson play the power forward position and show how good of a rebounder he is. On the season, he's been getting 6 rebounds, but we've seen him have double doubles and stuff. He is such a great rebounder for his size, where he's like 6'5", 6'6", if you want to say, with shoes on. And he does such a great job fighting for boards, getting the rebounds, and he's the perfect modern day small forward. Stretches the floor, plays really pesky, good perimeter defense, grabs rebounds, does a lot of things that doesn't show up on the stat sheet. Then you got Devin Vassell, who is a lengthier guy who is a perfect 3-and-D wing for today's game. He can play the shooting guard position. He can play the small forward position. He has the length to play even the power forward position. He's 6'6". You could say 6'7" with shoes on. He's right here 6'5" measured, but I've seen him also be measured in at 6'6". Going in the draft process, he was measured in at 6'6", I remember. So, for me, Devin Vassell is a guy who is a lot more lengthier than Keldon Johnson, a little bit quicker, and he's a better shooter in my opinion. And I think he's been giving a strong rookie year. I know he's been playing very little minutes compared to the other rookies have, but I think it's just how the Spurs work, and I can't wait to see him next year. Another guy is Lonnie Walker. I'd like to say he's starting to come into his own. I know he's only scoring 12 points a night, and he's a guy that you'd want to score more than that, but he looks like he could be this team's sixth man. He took a jump this year. I think he's taken a huge jump from last year, showing that he's a great three-point shooter, shooting about 5 attempts a night on 36% on the year, and he's a guy who looks like he could be their sixth man, or really, yeah, I really like the sixth man potentially. He can get some steals for you, and he's a guy who can come in and be a microwave, hit a bunch of shots, get some points on there. Because I really like the lineup of DeJounte Murray and Derek White being the 2 starting guards, and then you run out DeMar DeRozan and Keldon Johnson and Jokic Pertl out there, and that's been one of, if not my favorite lineup that they've been running. And then you have Patty Mills, Lonnie Walker, and Rudy Gay being this scoring trio out there. Combined, all 3 of them get over 43 points a night, and that's awesome. I think that's one of the coolest things that they do, because if you look at it, they get 44 points tonight combined. What is it? Actually, I'm getting that wrong. 33 points combined. I'm so stupid. 11, 12, and 12.1 plus 9.9. So that's, 22. So 33 points combined off the bench. And they each get between 20 and 25 minutes. I love that little off the bench trio. Provides so much scoring. And it's really fun to watch. And they do a great job of scoring in transition, moving down the court. And they score really fast. They're a very fast scoring team on transition. Their pace is 99, even. It's 16th best in the league. But I think it's one of the things is You could argue they're a better defensive team than they are scoring, and that's one of the reasons we'll see. I think it's not like Demar. I think in the next year we're gonna see DeJounte Murray and Keldon Johnson and Lonnie Walker and Devin Vassell become the leading scorers. I think Lonnie Walker has the most potential to be the best scorer. Devin Vassell seems like he could be the best shooter, and Keldon Johnson could be their Swiss Army knife. I love him. Jokic Poeltl's the perfect center for them. He's just a rebounder, shot blocker. He's a guy who could probably give you a double-double every night with almost 2 blocks a game. He's perfect for Greg Popovich. But yeah, that's it for me, guys. I want to hear this team's going to make it in the playoffs, and I think next year they're going to be a top 5 seed. Let me hear what you think.